That was a old cut. I bet y'all didn't think I was gonna start out with that. That is Rick James, Be My Lady, the super freak himself. Pardon me for the delay. I was going back and forth on whether I wanted to play that record or People Make the World Go Around. But I think I made the right choice because no one is a perfect example of a black man who wanted to be with all races of women, you know, simultaneously at the same time, like Rick James. You see him with Tina Marie, you see him with, you know, black women at one time. You know, he'd be with everybody, Asian and all kinds of women with all kinds of strange mixtures that you never even thought was possible. So it made perfect sense. I should have played it in the beginning. I should have went with my first thought, which was to open up with that, and I did, but just was a few seconds delay. Tonight we're going to be talking about, you know, why black men have a, you know, especially now, a preference, and they always did for different types of women. But you know, the funny thing about that was Facebook, and I don't know if it was Facebook or it was Blog Talk Radio. When I was trying to promote the show, usually I have no problem going and putting the pictures up and promoting. And for some reason, I don't know, when I started talking, I don't know if it had anything. I'm not going to say it had anything to do with anything racial, hopefully not. But when I wanted to put it up here and promote, for some reason, Facebook wouldn't take it and show the images of the white women and all. I don't know if that was, I don't know. Maybe it was some technical difficulty because Facebook always have, you know, from time to time had that technical difficulty. But it's funny how they would have it when it was time for my broadcast. All right. So I thought about making these posts because I found it funny how you know, someone mentioned to me about Ice-T's wife, Coco. You know, who he wears her like a prized possession. You know, how he has her, you know, all out and about. You know, she's the new millennium white girl with a big butt. You know, because everybody was saying, you know, that was the one thing that the black man needed to push him over the edge to start looking at, you know, and taking white women seriously. That physical attribute of a bigger behind. You know, something a butt like a sister, a butt like a black woman, but he would feel as though he wouldn't have to actually deal with a black woman, right? If he could have a black woman, or a woman with the body of a black woman, and the black man 9 times out of 10 wouldn't deal with a black woman at all, right? Now that's a harsh thing to say, but it's the truth. 9 times out of 10, your black men, if they could have a woman who was not black or had the body of a black woman, what was known as a standard body, big behind, small waist, you know, hips and everything, and, you know, the boobs are, you know, they could be moderate. But if they had the body of a black woman, then the black man would gladly mix his seed. Now, when I posted that picture of Coco, Ice-T's wife, on Facebook, and I made the joke about her being able to lead a million-man march of black men on her own, I said if she walked in the middle of the million-man march, half of them will follow her. If not all of them will follow her out of there. And I was straight up serious about that. Now, you know, I had a lot of brothers on the Facebook say, oh, no, that's not true, intellectual, you know, that's not real, you know, not me, that white dog, and then you call all kind of names and whatnot. But that's, you know how they say that old saying where, you know, those who protest too much, like you got the guys, that's like the guys who go around and they beat up gay people and, you know, and they always going around, you know, attacking or got something negative to say about gay people because deep down inside they're gay. Because why do you care who these men sleep with? I mean, you don't have to agree with homosexuality. That's your preference. If you don't agree with that, I don't agree with that. That's not for me. But I don't care what them people do. I don't got nothing against homosexuals. Nor do I have anything against men who date outside their race or women who do that. I really don't care. Because I said this evolution is for the bright race. It's not for the black or the white race. It's for the bright race. And the bright race, bright dates bright. Bright sleeps with bright. Bright lives with bright, meaning the solar intelligent beings, those who are evolved or advanced from the whole black mentality. You know, so for you, if you still care about that, then have at it, because obviously you still a member of the black race. I have no interest in whether blacks or whites date, because to me it's all the same thing. Black people and white people are now, in my mindset and how I'm seeing things, black people and white people mentally are the same now. It's not that much of a difference. Just your white people and your carbon copy of the white people, which is your black people, because black and white are opposites, thus they are the same. They're equal mentally. Y'all got the same concerns, desires, and wants as white people. And Paul Mooney said it himself. He said, you know, black people, majority of y'all got the blood of white people going through you, and y'all family. That's why y'all hate like family, and y'all, you know, and whatever the case may be. And that's fine. He believes that black and white is the same because he's right. You know, those of you who carry that black mentality, you're no different than the white man now. Those of us who carry the bright mentality, this solar intelligent race, no, we're not like either one of you, white or black. We've evolved. We walked amongst the so-called black people, but we're not one of you. So these concerns about black and white are not our interest. The only reason you see me posting up things like this or even going into subjects like this is, as I said, I speak about so-called racial topics and black issues and things like that because it's a way of bringing the bright ones of our people, the ones who are advanced beyond that, out of that whole black racial thing and away from the whole white thing, out of the whole human race thing into the almond beings or into that elected or chosen people who are rising above that. When I say we marry amongst the bright race, we're marrying those solar intelligent beings. You know, it's still the same physical description of people. The copper brown people, as I call them, the copper brown people, we're marrying amongst each other, the copper brown. We don't intermarry with black people. We don't intermarry with Africans. We don't intermarry with these people. We intermarry with the Mentalians, those who are of the copper brown race or the bright race, the people who know they are the copper brown people of the bright race. We don't marry with those who think they African, Negro, and black. We don't marry those. Those are the dead people. Those are the people who don't exist to us anymore. You know, we don't fall under those titles. We acknowledge who we actually and factually are by the color or the code of our skin, the encode of our skin, right? But the people, like I said, who are under that black mentality, you gravitate naturally toward the white and other people within the human race. So that's natural that you're going to sleep with them. So I don't buy into that thing where the black man beat on his chest. I would never sleep with no Kim Kardashian or no white girl with no big butt. Yes, y'all would. Yes, you would. Like I said, the hardest people who beat on their chest about that were the ones who did it. Your Black Panthers, they did it. Your black militants, you know, your Rastafarians, they did it. All them people, the Rastas, they never really got it. Anybody could be a Rasta. I've seen some of the 5%ers do it. You know, a lot of y'all don't have nothing against that whole thing. Because when a woman take her clothes off, you know, and that third leg gets to rise, and y'all not really too particular, especially you black men. Y'all not too particular about who you sleep with. And be fat, white women, whatever. See, because even behind the physical part of it, you know, black men don't really like the attitude of the black woman. See, the black man feels as though with every other race of woman, whether she white, Asian, whatever, he can literally be a man in a relationship. He feels that if he's with the black woman, he can't really be a man because he's always going to have somebody competing for him or trying to be his mother, right? 9 times out of 10, the black men who go with white women are men who were raised by their mothers, by their black mothers. And she had such a domineering presence in his life, whereas she tended, a lot of you black women tend to do this. You tend to make your sons feel small or feel under you because he represents the absent man in your life or his father who was once in your life. So you tend to make him feel small. And when you do that, when he comes out amongst his peers, one or two things is going to happen. Either he's going to grow up and resent you and learn to hate you, right, and go after other women purposely so he doesn't have to go through that dynamic of when he lived with you and have to feel as though he's competing, trying to be a man and not have someone stepping on his manhood, or he's going to turn into a homosexual, which is another route with a lot of these black men because, you know, that feminine nature, you bring that feminine nature out of him because you stomp down on his masculine nature, right? That's real. That's real. He hates having to compete or having to push his, exert his masculinity amongst the black woman because he always feels that the black woman will be the first one to step on it. Will always be ready to compete. Like that joke Chris Rock said. He said, the black woman don't know how to play her position. She the president? No, we the president. You know, he said the white woman, they know how to play their position. And the black man feels as though he can dominate her much easily. These women are groomed to be standing behind men, not beside them. Both people are at fault for this, because, like I said, the black woman has been geared up to feel as though she has to compete with the black man, right? She's been geared up with that. She and the black man has been geared up to feel as though the woman belongs behind him. The black woman feels as though she in time belongs in front of the black man, and the black man feels as though the black woman belongs in back of him. When in all reality, they both wrong. Your woman is supposed to be beside you as a support system for each other. But that's not a point to where black people got to yet. That's why you'll always have these black men out here. They looking to go after the women who are going to give them the least bit of challenge, who are not going to challenge them physically, challenge their manhood. Women who they look at that are free of all of the racial things, the yearnings of, wanting to look like somebody else. When they look at the white woman and other race of women, these women, like I said, are naturally happy to be themselves. They wear their own natural hair, right? They come in their own white, Asian, whatever natural image, and they're not trying to be like anybody else. You'll see a black woman, right, debating about how proud she is to be black, and she'll have a damn blonde wig on her head or a perm in her head. So how can anybody take you seriously when you're trying to emulate the image of another woman? I always said, if you're trying to emulate the image of another woman, then why should your man go for having a counterfeit or a knockoff when he can go get the real thing? Right? He can go get the real thing. So then he starts dissecting. He's looking for the woman with the straight hair, because you black women put women with straight hair up on a pedestal. You didn't stand up here and represent your hair. You didn't rep your natural hair. Y'all just starting to do that right now. But for the last 20, 30 years, since the 70s, y'all wasn't repping your natural hair. And then before that, y'all damn sure wasn't. Everything was a perm, a hot comb, a straightening comb, creamy crack, whatever y'all call it. That was all. That's what y'all represented. So how's the man supposed to look at you and take you seriously about being that bomb chick as you say you are, and you a strong black woman and whatnot? How is he supposed to take you seriously when you don't even like your own image? You feel as though being strong is being loud, like I said in another broadcast, being loud, being boisterous, being bossy, trying to step in the role of a man. A man has a role and a woman has a role. And no one should be stepping into that role. The black man feels that the white woman, the Asian woman, the Arab woman, the East Indian woman, they know their roles in the relationship, right? And to an extent they do. They do know their roles. The black woman don't know her role. She don't know how to let a man be a man, because 9 times out of 10, her father wasn't there. Or she saw her mother openly challenging her father, and she thought that was right because her mother was doing it, because her mother was the first authoritarian in the house, or the female authoritarian in the house that she looked to. So if she saw her mother challenging her father, then she don't think it's wrong with nothing. It's nothing wrong with challenging the masculinity of the black man, because, like I said, she grew up seeing it. She grew up hearing her aunts disrespect the black man. She grew up watching her mother disrespect her father in some way, shape, or form, and challenge him. Right? So, like I said, that comes around to where the black man say, I don't want these issues, this drama, and this, that, and the third. They should do a study, right, on how long relationships between the black man and the women of other races last, as opposed to the relationships between black men and white women, right? You can't have anything to push if there's nothing to push against. What I mean by that is that the black man, when he's in a relationship with a black woman, he's always feeling as though he's constantly pushing against something. It's always an argument. There's always a fight. There's always some drama about stupidity, right? About something small and petty. But if the train is moving along and the man is allowed to drive the train and the woman is not trying to stand in front of the train or stand in the way of it, and she's supporting and helping the train run along, then it's usually not a fight. And those are the harmonious relationships. I'm not saying don't challenge somebody when they're wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong in what I'm saying is, though, you got certain women, that instigate. And you got certain men that bait the women into this. It's like a fight on fight. Chris Rock said himself, the things that don't go together. And it's sad he said it was the black man, the black woman, though he has a black wife. And he's been also caught trying to lay it with white women. Because like I said, a lot of times, the black men want that home away from home. Where they feel as though they don't have to fight. There's not a combative presence there. They want peace. Not peace ass. They want peace a lot of times. Now, a lot of black women say, the black man go with the white woman because she freakier sexually. She'd do anything. Yeah? That's somewhat true. Now, I will say that's somewhat true. I've never been with a white woman or women of other races. That's not my desire. But I understand what they're saying when you say that, women of other races tend to be more open sexually, more freer sexually, right? They said with the black woman, it's rules. There's things that the black woman won't do. And no place in the world does a man want to be freer than in the bedroom, right? He can't do every and anything with the black woman. There's always boundaries, You got some black women out there who will do every and anything, and they will, they got that competition up. Things have changed. But in that realm, they still look at other women of other races as open, more submissive, and open to sexual openness and, the freakiness of it, the things where there's no, boundaries, no inhibitions, right? I think we can all agree that the women of other races still take that title, and your black woman is far behind in that. Though like I said, you got certain black women who are open to certain things. They're more open-minded toward things, right? But then there's the other thing where a lot of times the black man don't feel comfortable asking the black woman to do certain things, right? He don't feel comfortable because that could be, he looked at that as his sister, his mother, cousin, girl cousin. He looks at all these things. Sometimes he don't feel as comfortable. You feel more comfortable doing things with strangers than you do with someone who feels like family. Same way when the white man goes and gets a black woman and freaks off and does everything with the damn black woman, and he won't go and do it with his white woman. Or the Asian man won't do it, or whoever, when they pick the black woman to use as they toilet, they sexual toilet. They don't, they could do every and anything with the black woman. They don't care what she think, because hey, she's not like somebody I'm really gonna marry or be with, or she's like my mother or my sister. That's how they feel. So those kind of taboos and relationships appeal to them. We're deep into discussing this now. I am the intellectual ᴅᴏᴍᴇR, and this is State of Mental Radio. For those of you who don't know me, first-time listeners, and as on State of Mental Radio, I tend to introduce myself and the program in the middle like this. And the topic we're discussing tonight is the real reason why black men desire women of other races. Freedom in some way, shape, or form. Because the black man feels as though, he was forced to be in slavery with the black woman. He was forced to be in slavery, to be with the black woman in slavery, because when he was under that master-slave dynamic with the white man, he was put together with the black woman to breed. He wasn't free to roam about and sleep with any woman he wanted, because I guarantee you a lot of black men would have did that. They would have slept with white women back then, Indian women, whatever was available. I'm not saying black men wouldn't have been with black women, but you would have had more black men out there, if they were given a chance and they were running free and they wasn't on plantation, owned this property, they would have been sleeping with white women. And some of them did sleep with the white women on the plantation in secret. or they would have been run away sleeping with Native American women. You know, if the Native Americans would have accepted them as such. But, like I said, they've been forced, or they felt as though they've been forced to sleep in race, and they felt like that. A lot of times black men felt like that was a punishment. They felt as though, you know, to sleep with other women outside their race was a taboo, and people love to break taboos. People love to break taboos. People love to break the law to see if they can get away with it. You know? They've been denied the right to have sex with other women. See, they looked at the white man, and he wasn't denied. The white man, he could have sex with everybody. He had sex with the Asian woman, his white woman, the black woman, any woman he wanted. But the black man always felt as though he had to be relegated to the black woman, and that he was missing something. All right? He felt as though he was missing something. That to be with the black woman, you know, he could be out experiencing other women, because the black woman now, she feels as though the black man, you know, when it was a thing in the 70s with, you know, my sister, my brother, the black woman now feels as though you're not her brother or her sister, that she feels no kind of racial or racial connection to the black man. You know, you heard black women, like I said, you hear black women before, you ain't my brother. You know what I mean? Where do you go with that brother crap? Or that brother this, brother that, or sister this, sister that. You ain't my brother. I ain't your sister. I'm just like every other woman. That's what the black woman was fighting for. She was fighting to be considered like every other woman. So if she was fighting to be considered just like every other woman, then you got your wish. But you know how they say, be careful of what you ask for. The black woman got what she was asking for. Right? She got what she was asking for. She is now looked at as another type of, like any other woman. So the black man no longer feels as though he has to be obligated to be with you. He feels as though, since you just like any other woman, since you're not my sister like you say, I could be with any woman now. I could be with the white woman. I could be with the Chinese woman, the Asian woman. Hell, you know, any woman I want. I don't have to be with you. I could be happy now. I don't want to be fighting all the time. I don't want to have to be arguing. I don't want to have to prove my manhood to you. I just want to be. And a lot of black women don't let a black man just be. And he's not happy. He don't want to hear about, you know, he don't want to hear about your perms and your hairstyle and all this other nonsense you go through. You know? He don't want to hear about your complaining and moaning. Maybe he wants to be, he wants to have somebody who's more upbeat. And he looks at these other women as being upbeat. More, more optimistic about life. A lot of times black men look at black women and constantly see a life of bitching and moaning and complaining and arguing about a lot of simple stuff. And he don't want that. He don't want that. You know? And you got black women, like I said, who play to that. They play to it. Now, like I said, I'm not up here bashing. I'm not about being up here bashing black women. I'm not trying to bash black women. But to the women who know, the women who are within the bright realm, they know what I'm talking about. Because you sisters, you know, I know a lot of sisters who think on a higher level and are not petty and not small. I refer to them as the bright women, but many of you know your black sisters. You bright women, you know your black sisters who are just as petty and simple-minded and small-minded. You know, you have to start separating yourself and calling yourselves out from those women, because you don't want to be categorized with those black women. I tell sisters all day, who I refer to as the bright women, I said, separate yourself from the ignorant black women, just like I tell brothers, bright brothers, to separate yourself from the ignorant black men. You understand? Which means we have to call out the things that our people are doing, or those of our people in darkness are doing, to put a foot or put an obstacle in the buoyancy of a relationship. If you sisters who are of the bright race, you see the black woman, and you know the pettiness and the things, because those of you were formerly black women who are now evolving into bright women, women who are not petty and small-minded anymore, who are advancing beyond that, you know the ways of the black woman. And you know what I'm saying is right. You know what I'm saying is right. You know? That's why I say, you know, you have to stand apart from those type of women. If you don't want to be generalized or categorized with those women. We know the pettiness. Like I said, I stand and point out all day the problems with the black man. So I'm going to point out also the problems with the black woman. You understand? And that small-minded pettiness, because it's still based on a slave mentality. It's still based on that. And that slave mentality is what has prevented our relationships from evolving. That at each other's throat, that cat and dog mentality of why our relationships don't work. The pettiness, the smallness, that working and being combative instead of working against each other and being combative instead of working together and trying to flow as a buoyant couple. You understand? That's real. These obstacles stand in the way of our evolution and our coming together. This is what makes a black man go out and seek other women, because he just wants to be happy. Right? The Israelites, they created their whole religion around that, their whole so-called way of life, where they set up here and included women of other ethnicities, so-called Spanish, and they picked and chose. They did it clever, right? They chose Native American women, they chose Spanish women, they took black women, but they tell the black women now, oh, we don't need you. We can go and we can mate with the Chilean woman, how you make it clever. They said when we can have women from the tribe of Gad, which is the so-called Native American women. We can have women from Spanish women, Latino women, and things like that. We don't need you black women. But then they also turn around and say, yeah, but we can have white concubines and we can have Asian concubines and anything, and F the black woman. That comes from the mentality of people, of men who have been through trials and tribulations with black women. Black women disrespected them in some sort of way. They've been in bad relationship with black women. So that hate and that animosity is what made them go into crafting up their little 12 tribe sign, where they hate on the black woman. That's all personal stuff. Has nothing to do with any biblical nonsense. That's all personal animosity. See how people put their personal things and their personal dealings into their belief system, and then they sit up here and try to get people to believe that that's how some higher being, some God wanted it to be. Those are just black men who was mad and pissed off at black women because they had a bad relationship with them. So they going to curse the black women and their doctrine and things like that. Like I said, the ones who are not this way, the sisters who are not this way, you need to get up here and you need to step away from those sisters who are like that. Now, I don't never hear many of you sisters, and that's why you get the bad rap. Because as soon as somebody says something negative against the black woman, you sisters who are not like that, y'all not saying, oh, I'm not like that. I'm not for those negative sisters that want to give brothers problems or whatnot. I know how to play my role as a woman. And I say play your role as a bright woman, not as a black woman. Because, see, the black woman, her role already, when you say the black woman, it's already known that the black woman is going to bring drama with her. She's going to bring drama. She's going to bring heat. And she's going to be the loudest woman in the room. She's going to be the loudest female in the room. All the other women on the sides playing their position, she's going to be the loudest one in the room, most opinionated. Yet deep down, she wants to be like all the other women. She got her hair permed out, blown out, dried out, whatever she's doing with it. But she wants to be the loudest one in the room. She wants to be seen and heard, because deep down she feels without her running her mouth, she will make no impression in life. So she has to run her mouth to be seen and be heard. Yet she's not making an impression in life other than to be just that, a loud mouth. Someone that the man does not want to deal with. Someone who is problems. You got black men who going overseas to get wives. Sisters from other countries. They going overseas. They don't want to deal with the combativeness, the anger, just the explosive relationship. They don't want it. They want to be happy. They want someone to work with them, not against them. That's really what it is. You, black women, you put every woman on a pedestal your damn selves. You don't have to wait for the black man to do it. You put other women on the pedestal when you permed your hair. When you start trying to read books and act like them and talk like them and have the same interests and concerns as these other women, you have not developed yourselves as free women, natural women. You being natural, and that's so funny. Y'all done got this natural thing going for the last maybe 6 or 7 years, and even being natural is something y'all act as though it's strange to y'all. Being your natural selves is strange to y'all because you've been out of touch with yourselves for over 30 years, 30, 40 years. I'm talking about even from the 70s when y'all was wearing your hair natural, but even before that, y'all been out of touch with your natural selves for hundreds of years. So now when you wearing your hair, that's like something foreign to you, actually wearing the natural hair that grows out of your head the way God made it or manifested it to be. That's something funny to y'all. Until some of y'all going to go back to wearing your hair perm following after these women anyway. Some of y'all going to go right back to that. This is just a stopover, a fad for y'all. So like I said, the black man don't take you seriously. He don't take you seriously. He looks at the white woman because she's always up there representing herself just as her white self. She don't try to be something less, something more. She just is her white self. And you got to respect that. She's her white, bland self. You understand? She represents her and a group of other bland white women, but that's them being themselves. You black women, y'all ain't being yourself. You trying to be like them. You trying to follow in the image of them. You know? Yeah, you can thank Madam C.J. Walker for starting that madness in you black women. Burning your hair out. Hot combing your hair, trying to be like these women because you had no image of yourself in the society. None. Hair does matter. All of this matters. All of this matters when your little sons are watching you women with bending over a damn sink with poison in your hair, lying in your hair, trying to straighten your hair to look like the white women. You know what I mean? Then he's looking on TV and seeing some white woman shaking her hair out and on a magazine. What the hell do you think he gonna want? You think he gonna want to have some black woman dealing with some black woman arguing for the rest of his life with some black woman with damn burn marks in her head from trying to look like a white woman? Well, he could just simply go and get himself a white woman, you know. And now he got the white woman with the big butts. You know, what do you think he gonna choose? You know, some white woman with the flowing hair like the woman like the hair his mother and his sister and them wanted. With the same big behinds and whatnot, with zero problem, where he ain't trying to argue and going back and forth. Who do you think he gonna choose? You know, he'll even take the worst looking ones. A lot of you black men, y'all get the worst ones you could find. Big old white whales, orcas. You know, that's something when he said he'd rather take the worst of the worst over the best of you. That's that old nigga Eldridge Cleaver. You know, the Black Panthers, you know, who said he'd jump over a bunch of black women. He said himself, I'll jump over 20 black bitches to get to one white one with tooth. She got to be toothless, all that. That's the mentality of the damn black man. You still see it today when you see these black men with the big, fat, sloppy white women and things like that. He'll take anything over you black women. So he can, you know, do whatever he want, freak off, be happy, whatever. I've seen, and like I said, I've seen adult films where I see Negroes and these Negroes with fat, sloppy white women in there, and there's some of your so-called best porno stars up there sleeping with fat, sloppy white women. But you won't see the damn white man. He'll be with a black woman. She'll be the best looking black woman, nice and whatnot. But in the adult films, but you'll see the damn black man with the fat, sloppiest, nastiest looking white woman or any type of chick. So you black men, you downgrade yourself. You downgrade yourself. Majority of the times, you black men, you run after white women and whatnot. Like I said, you get one on who's at the worst level. Somebody doing bad as you. See, and the white woman, she gets with you because, like I said, no white man really wants her. She don't nobody really want her. She knows if she got a big butt and things like that, you know, she's shaped like a black woman. 9 times out of 10, the white man don't want her. You know, so she goes to a black man because she knows that the black man will put her on a pedestal and worship her. You know, A white woman is shocked if she can't get a black man. She's shocked because she know y'all got such low self-esteem. You don't even want your own woman. You black men got low self-esteem. You know, you lay with anybody. Anybody other than your woman, anybody that doesn't, who looks other than you, is like a prize to you. You understand? And they know that. They know that. They know that that mentality exists in the mind of the black man. That you don't even know, you don't value who you are or your bloodline or your seed. Though I might have problems with sisters and whatnot, like I said, the type of women we breed in the state of mentality, these bright women, we're not going to have these sort of problems with the black woman. And I said the minute we start seeing those problems with the blackness is, that old black mentality, that small-minded mentality start coming out of our women or our men, we get rid of them. We're going to start a thing in the state of mentality where you got 30 days to cleanse yourself of that black mentality. Yes, we are. We are. We're going to do a thing, like I said, in the state of mentality, when we see some black mentality come out, we're going to tell you got about 30 days to cleanse yourself. You're going to go into isolation, and you got 30 days to cleanse that black mentality out of you. You know, the petty-minded, small nonsense. And if you do not cleanse it out of it, you will be expelled from the state of mentality, because we only here as the bright race, a new people. We don't want any of the old Negro ways in here. We don't want no arguing and no pettiness, or nobody want to bring in they outside friends and all this other nonsense. We're trying to create a cooperative people, a new people, a people that are walking hand in hand, working together, not bringing in their old black ways. This is real. We don't want the old black mentality, right? It has done nothing in the evolution of our relationships. The black man wants every woman to be his woman, to be his lady. Partly, another thing is because the black man has a pimp mentality. He has a pimp mentality. A pimp will sleep with all kinds of women. He don't care what race the woman is. He's trying to sleep with every woman, right? He'll have sex with every kind of woman because he's looking for favors from her. Well, at least that's how some of the black men did it at one time. A lot of you black men, like I said, you'll sleep with women because you have to be honest with when it comes to men, right? When the white man, he'll sleep with the black woman and all these other kinds of women. He'll basically use them as sexual toilets. You black men, you sleep with the white woman, you sleep with the Asian, all these other types of women. Next thing you know, you catch feelings. You niggas fall in love. You have babies. Y'all, everybody the same now. That's all the stuff that these, the black Caucasians, I say, that type of mentality runs rampant in those movements like the Orthodox Sunni Islam. The Negroes who in that, they think that way. The Rastafarians, they think that way. Your black nationalists, they black on one side, and then, like I said, they black on the outside, but they sleep white on the inside, on the low. I remember one time I went to this thing with Africa Mbata, right? This is, I don't know, don't ask me why, but I went, because me and this brother, we was going to promote something, and, it was some Negro there that came from Chicago, some place Negro came from, and, talking black this and black that, and black, and everybody knew it was black, red, black, and green, black. And, this guy had a white girl running the projector she came with him showing the pictures on the thing about the black Native Americans. That's another thing with you niggas. Y'all, I don't know why you put the so-called Native Americans, whatever the hell that is. I don't know why you put these people up as something special over you. I heard the Israelites say something stupid like this one time because that's a favorite thing of them guys. They love claiming some Native American heritage. And a lot of you black people love doing that nonsense too, where you claiming to be Native Americans, anything but who you are as a race of so-called black people, Nubians, whatever. You're not proud enough of that. You got to be Native. You got to have some Native American in your background. What is a Native American? You can't even tell me what that is. Just anything that don't look like you, with straight hair. That's a Native American. You proud of these people who are a mutt race of people. They are a mutt race, the so-called Native American. That's not even a real race of people. They got some Asian in them, a little black, now white. They just a mutt race of people. They're not even a real race of people. But you can't tell a black man that and a black woman, y'all want to have whatever it is, the Native American, you want to have that because you want to wear your hair down straight with a damn feather in the back of your head that you don't slick down with some damn gel, some styling gel, and 2 braids on your head, so now you Native American. Nigga, are you serious? That's sad. That is so sad on so many different levels. Then the Israelites, they tell this lie about, oh, the Native Americans, they came from Israel. Look, it's in a book. Man, come on, man. Stop it. Hell, the white man now, the white woman, they claiming to be Native American because you notice, if you heard that big scam that went out where the government gave them a lot of money, the so-called Native American tribes, all this money for restitution for the land they gave out billions of dollars the government gave. Now you seeing all these white people turn up talking about they Native American because they all want to claim some of that money. But in the meantime, they kicked y'all black asses off of the plantation, you Negroes that's running around claiming that. And that you trying to go around here marrying so-called Native American women, whatever that is. You know? Whatever that is. You know? So let's knock that off. They mixed into them people, see, because like they said, they was never a real seed. And you right, brother. Your so-called Native Americans, they are Caucasians. They ain't nothing but Caucasians wearing their hair straight and long down. But like I said, you black men, y'all got a fondness for anything that ain't black. And it comes out even in, like I said, how we deal with each other. When we setting up stands and we try and get business going, like I said, y'all will support anything that's not black. And we'll be proud of that. Even y'all will talk all the blackness and you'll support anything that's not black. And then you'll be the first one to turn around and talk about, oh, why black people don't stick together? We don't support black businesses. But y'all won't support nothing that's black. We saw it firsthand promoting our business here in New York, just starting out. I mean, we get some of our people that do, but majority of our people don't. They don't support. Here it is, we moving water and alkaline iced tea, beverages, fruit punch, all this stuff that as a real company, we trying to establish ourselves as a real company we work into. And like I said, the majority of our people are not going to support that. But they'll run in the health food stores and support East Indians, Chinese, and all these other people. White, whatever, anything other than black. And that mentality goes into your relationships. That same mentality crosses over into your relationships. You want, you black women, y'all only care about whether the black man goes after other women unless he's so-called successful. Then all of a sudden y'all jump on this black thing. If he ain't got nothing, if he ain't got no money, you don't care if he with the white woman. Or if you see a white man with money who's halfway attractive, you're going to go be with him. Then it ain't an issue about black and white no more. But if the black man is good looking and he got money, then all of a sudden, oh, they taking all good black men. Then you care. Why y'all taking all good black men? Oh, so he wasn't good unless he had money, right? Oh, he just can't stand to be with a strong black woman. Nobody cares. The black woman ain't race conscious in this society, but she only want to be, like I said, everybody play the race card when it could benefit them. That's when everybody cares about race. As long as it could benefit them, as long as they could bash on and be jealous of somebody, then it's all about being black. When Barack Obama, like I said, Barack Obama became president, oh, we got a black president. Everybody got proud. Everybody got black and proud, right? But before there was a black president, when you saw nothing but white faces, y'all black people, y'all wouldn't support nothing black. Nobody was black then. Nobody cared about blackness. You say something about blackness, the majority of these people are looking at you like you crazy. Now Barack Obama's in, now everybody proud to be black. That goes with your relationships. Like I said, when the black woman feels as though she losing something, she losing some man with money who look like her, you understand, to the white woman, then all of a sudden it's a black thing now. This is the same one when you say, oh, my sister, and you try and talk to him. Oh, this is my sister. Here we go. Here go the attitude. Not genuine people. Not genuine people. Men want to be happy, whether they're chasing the sexual side of it, the relationship side of it. They want to be happy in some way, shape, or form. kind word, a loving word, a helping hand, somebody who they feel as though would support them. They don't have to ask twice, you know, someone who would give them themselves. This is what men want. This is what they seek out, and this is what they seem to be finding in other women, or they think they can find in other women. They can't find it in the black woman. You know, they can't find that, you know, because the black woman is trying to compete. She's angry. She's trying to prove something. You know, you sisters who I refer to as the bright women, y'all should be beyond that. If you're not, then you got work to do on yourselves. Because we working with the brothers and the sisters and trying to clean up this problem so that we can continue on as a race of people. See, because at the rate we going right now, with the black man, you know, no longer deciding to be with the so-called black woman, with him being given other options, quote-unquote options, like sleeping with white women or women, like I said, because that's a big distraction now, you know. Notice how they made sure they put Coco out front and center, Ice-T's wife, a white woman with a big butt. Oh, boy. So the black man, he, like I said, he in heaven. He could get a white girl with a big butt, you know, that's pretty. You already know. You already know. Race going out the window. Race is going out the window. Because that's another thing you black women do. Now, the only value you try to push out in yourself is your fat behinds. That's what the black woman pushing out, right? Her big behind. Right? This is what she's pushing out there. All her butt. That's it. So now the white woman goes, yeah, now I got a fat butt too. Whether it's implants or what, so what? I got a big butt too. Now what? So now you black women, all you rested on was how fat your behind was, y'all in trouble. Because if they can make shots to get a white girl a big butt, and she ain't got no mouth, and she ain't arguing and beefing with the black man, and she letting him, you know, she working with him and whatnot, y'all in trouble. You're going to see a whole, you know, that was all set out there to be a distraction for the black man. A white girl with a big butt. Because that was one of the biggest reasons why the black man stayed with the black woman, because y'all kept pushing that out there, how big your behind was, and your value went into that. Now here come the white girl with a big butt, or these other girls of other races, or mulattoes with big butts. You know, so now you're in trouble. He ain't got her hair is natural. She wear her hair natural. Natural stringy hair. She ain't arguing with him. She got a big behind, and she willing to do everything sexually. You in trouble. You know, you in trouble. You know, those of you who have a question about this, have a comment about it, you can call in. You can weigh in. The number is 914-338-0504. Tell me I'm lying. We never mince words on here. This is the only broadcast where we're going to be totally totally honest in these assertions and these statements I make. You know, totally honest in the assertions that I make. But you have to be honest and looking at what you're dealing with. The black man doesn't see the white woman and the black woman as different. He don't. You know, because that's another thing. You taught that we all human. So if we all human, then, you know, he could be a white human being or a black human being. Y'all all the same, right? The black woman only, like I said, Chris Rock said, you know, you black women, the only reason y'all mad at the black man for being with the white woman is because y'all not attracted to white men. Not like that. Y'all got to force yourself. A lot of you got to force yourself to be with a white man. A lot of times about money or whatever else, but majority of y'all not really all that attracted to white men. You know? So you have to force yourself, like I said, to be with one of them. Unless you see one that, you know, that's kind of got a swag or a flow of a black man, you know, then y'all try to force yourself to be with them. Unless you got, well, you black men got that black Caucasian thing working inside y'all. Like a lot of you black men who go and be with the white woman. A lot of you got that black Caucasian thing in y'all. You know what I mean by the black Caucasian, where you black on the outside, but you got so much of your genetics mixed up inside You know, you got so much Caucasian blood running through you that you, after a while, have been mixed down. You preordained, or you're naturally going to move toward the white women. How you feel inside, you're going to start to move toward that. You're going to gravitate toward those type of women. Right? Black women would rather take the scraps off the table, than to actually better themselves. They don't want to better themselves. They don't want to see the flaw in themselves and try to evolve as women. Black women, instead of trying to evolve as women and make their relationships better, they want to take the few scraps of black men that's left and fight over them, instead of making themselves appealing to a new race of black men by making themselves a new race of women, a new thinking class of women, a natural women who are proud of themselves, right? Make your image known. Wear your image forever instead of trying to, because you rep the image for like 10 years. A lot of you women, you ain't put enough time in to make to cultivate yourself. A lot of you black women have not put in enough time, enough energy, you have not put in enough of yourselves to resonate on this plane right now. What I mean by that is the white woman's image has been all over the place, where she's showing herself, her straight hair, this, that, her pill. She's showing her image all over the world. So she's had time to resonate and be her natural self. Then not to mention the time you black women spent trying to look like the white woman. But she's had time to push her image out there. You black women, y'all trying in numbers to go natural and wear your hair natural and whatnot. Now you have to re-jumpstart your image and put it out there, because at one time your image was the premier image in the world. Going back to Egypt, Samaria, you were the beauties of the world. Now you have to re-jumpstart your image. You have to wear your hair as more than just a fad. It has to be a decision where you're going to wear that for life, where you're going to have your daughters wearing that for life, where they're going to have to push up the image of bright beauty. I'm not even saying black beauty no more, but bright beauty, natural beauty. You understand? That has to be a priority. You have to create a whole nother dynamic in the women, mentally and physically in the women, soulfully in the women. You have to produce that in order to make yourselves appealing to the men again. You have to make natural hairstyles more. You have to make things where you putting out magazines and images of your people working together to put out your images more. I applaud those sisters from Afro City. Check out their page on Facebook, Afro City. The sisters on Afro City. The sisters ranging from every complexion of copper brown. They putting their image out there with their natural hair. You understand? They wearing their natural hair out. Beautiful. They putting out, showing brothers with their hair natural. I like that. They putting their image out there. Shout out to the sisters of Afro City. It's a show that comes on YouTube. You can watch the episodes on YouTube. Big fan of what they did. I've mentioned their page quite a bit. That's a start. Now, if more of you sisters did that, more of you sisters got together and had fashion shows where sisters wearing their hair natural, started magazines like we tried to do with Neteral magazine, Neteral. That's my online magazine. Those sisters, I'm trying to. I want to push more images of sisters with their hair natural. So we got sisters, on the runway with the straight hair and the blowouts and stuff. We had to use a few of them, but I want to push more sisters with their hair natural, being who they are. Because you never see a white woman trying to emulate the image of a black woman, but you black women will emulate the image of white women and other races of women, but they're not trying to emulate you. Be who you are. Show yourself as being proud. All right. So, Sunday, this Sunday coming, December 16th, Sunday's December 16th, the Supermen, Superwomen Project. Supermen, Superwomen Project. Starts at 3 p.m. It's going to be held at the Bed-Stuy Restoration Plaza. Those of you people who are in the Brooklyn area, the New York City area, or the tri-state area, come on out. Come meet me. I'm going to be answering questions for 3 hours. 3 hours I'll be answering questions. So, you know. I want to play a little bit of music. Let me see. I can never find this. Oh, here we go. All right. So we'll be right back with this question, this pressing question. And I want some call-ins. I want people to weigh in on this. Stylistics. People make the world go round. We'll be right back. That was Stylistics. We're going to take a call. 510, you're on air.
Hey, what's going on, Newton?
What's going on, bro?
Oh, not much. I'll just chime in, say, great topic, great show as usual.
Okay, thank you.
And, you know, being OG, you know, I see it all, pretty much done it all to the full. But one thing I have yet to encounter is a woman of another so-called race. In all my life, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I had plenty of opportunities, but I just never been interested in it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, don't say all your life, because your life ain't over yet, so you never know.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen. They just don't appeal to me at all.
Okay.
You know? I think I'm a seeker of the bright woman.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, man, you're touching on every everything you're touching on is correct. You know. Correct. So I just want to chime in. Listen, go ahead.
Well, you got there was a brother in the chat room who said he disagreed with what I'm saying. If that brother's still listening, call in and tell me what you disagree with. See, I don't like this. What I don't like when people say they disagree. I always give you room to call in and make your point. Because I listen to everybody. I never just chop nobody up or nothing like that. I listen to everybody. I mean, if the brother said in there that maybe the black man wants to be happy. Okay, so you define being with other races of women as making you happy? Why does that make you happy? Why would that make a person happy? Why is being with other races of women defined as, can that be defined as making a person happy? That's like saying that black women make you sad in some way.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard it too. I've heard that even my dad used to say the same shit. Yeah. You know, I'll go get me an Asian woman. You know, because he's a black man. You know what I'm saying? And I heard him say it a lot. Filipino, anything other than black women, because they too mouthy. They too always want to be arguing. They always want to be in control.
Yeah, combative.
Go ahead.
Very combative, right? Would you say combative?
Exactly. And my mother was and is still the prime example of that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if the brother calls in, and I don't think he will, just ask him how old he is first. You know, that could play a role in his opinion.
Oh yeah.
Not being seasoned, not being flavored. You know what I'm saying? So man, you hit it on the head, brother. Straight up.
As you know me, I always make sure, because like I said, that comes from being a keen observer of everything. I watch everything and I pay attention. See, the black man always feel as though he got to go and look for some statistic provided by some government agency, aka the white agency, to think, or some book or some nonsense. The black man refuses to pay attention and observe and be a keen observer of these things that take place. Because majority of the stuff that I say, except for the stuff that's coming through is mental. Like the majority of the stuff I say, things I notice, is because I pay attention. Yeah. All you gotta do is pay attention. Black people act like this is like, they act like this is like Chinese arithmetic or something. This is simple.
Yeah, the so-called black race follows everything. We follow. We don't observe. We follow.
No.
They follow.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why that they're in the position they're in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They don't observe nothing. They listen to the white people, the so-called white people. They listen to them.
Yeah. Whatever they say, they follow. The black woman and the black man. Whatever they say, the white man say they follow. And they don't think nothing about it. They don't think about it. They don't nothing. They just follow it.
All you gotta do is put it on the TV.
Yeah.
You know.
Or put it in a magazine or sometimes a book. You know what I mean? Some sort of book for your book your well-read Negroes. You know, put in a book. You know, as the white man said, it's gospel. It's true. It got to be true.
Yep. Put it in their curriculum at their in school. They believe it all. They believe it all.
Oh, yeah,
just like I said in the show before the last one, I'm so happy that it's all over. For me, it's over. You know, Nightmare is over, brother, and I'm just happy. I mean, man, it's a great show. It's a great show, Novin.
Thank you.
I'll be speaking to you soon, brother. You have a good evening.
You too, brother Reginald from all right. Oakland. Yeah, I was gonna say Oakland. All right. Thanks, brother.
All right. Peace.
All right. Peace. Next call up, 757. You're on the air, 757.
Peace, Novin. What's going on, man? Great show tonight. Just
Thank you.
To weigh in a little bit.
All right.
You're welcome. You know, I mean, you know, I don't watch them anymore, but you know, growing up, it was, you know, we all did it. You know, you would watch pornos and stuff like that. You know, because you know, I had a cousin. You know what I'm saying? He was, we were staying at his house in Queens or whatever. And he would, you know, we would go downstairs and then he'll get all the tapes and be like, oh yeah, we got this one. Watch this one. So you know, we'll be in there watching tapes. You know, so now all of these pornos were white pornos. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I was just thinking of something like while I was holding on the line. You know, I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but you know, it was this company called West Coast Productions, and that was like the first major black porno company. And you know, that became like the most popular porno company, and it was an all black company. But you know, I just wanted to weigh in on that. You know, I don't know if that had something to do. Like maybe it's the images that's being presented. Maybe that has something to do with it. But a lot of these black men that go out with white women and like white women and stuff, you know, if you really look at them, it's like they lost the soul in their eyes. They all ashy. Like if you look at their skin, they real ashy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
well.
like they can't even put on lotion. Like they just look ashy. They just look, man. And you know, my dad, he was telling me when he was in the Navy, like he'll go to the Philippines, and that was like the main place. Like everybody used to get off the ship and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get one of these Filipino women and marry them." And he was like, "Man, he'll be gone for 2 years and come back, and them girls still remember his name." And he'll be looking around like, "Who called him my name?" And it'll be like, "Man, I knew this girl 2 years ago." Like, yeah, you know. So they go over there, they get the Asian women and marry them, and yeah, you know.
Well, I mean, they, you know, the black man, because he's so different, you know, he tends to stay in their minds. You know, it's boring. They men are boring, so they probably feel like the black man, he's just so different. And they just think about, you know, the fun time they had, the sex, whatever. You know, it was just different being in that experience. A lot of times the black man feel the same way when he lay with a white woman. He feel like it's just another world. You know, the black man, he's so used to being with the black woman. He's like, let's be with the black woman. Regular, you know. But he get a white woman, he light all up like a Christmas tree. It's a different world. You know, I've never experienced that. Right. You know. So that you know.
Right that.
I don't know.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's just like I said. It's just, you know, it's just the experience of it. He feel like it's something new or something, you know, like when Sanaa Lathan was in that picture. She got with the white dude, call it something new, and you know, and that what's new about that? The white man been raping the damn black woman in this country, and during slavery, and been using the black woman as a jump off. So what's new about that? You know?
Yeah.
What's new about that? The black man feel more of an experience with being with the white woman because, like I said, he always been denied that in some way, shape, or form, and it's always been a taboo. So he like I said, people love to break taboos and things like that. The black man love to do something that's wrong sexually, and what he been taught was wrong sexually, and that's basically what it comes down to, He, like I said, he want that white girl, they said Becky, whatever, that's the new thing, Becky. And she got a butt on it and stuff like that. He going crazy.
Yeah.
Or the mulatto chick, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to that thing about the West Coast Productions, it's a girl up there named Pinky, and they made this girl Pinky famous, and she's like light skin, big booty, short girl. She's in all the flicks. And her thing is, her trademark is she got pink hair.
Oh, Pinky?
Yeah.
So,
and this is what, and I always hear, oh, man, Pinky? Man, yo, you ever seen Pinky? Like, okay, yeah, I've seen Pinky before. Like, what's the big deal?
Mm-hmm.
But, it's the image. Like, you're looking at the wife, light, bright, damn near white, pink hair.
Mm-hmm.
Big booty, and like you said, if as soon as the white girls start getting booties and acting black, that's all they need, And then Ice-T, he just got mad at his wife a couple days ago because a picture came out. She was in the club and some other dude was like kissing on her or whatever, and he went off like, I don't, that's unacceptable and all this, put all this stuff on Twitter. And I'm like, man, you the one taking pictures with your wife, like you the pimp and she's the hoe.
All right, well, I guess who's the pimp and who's the hoe? I guess the roles got changed because I always said she wasn't doing nothing but using him for opportunity anyway, but he too stupid to see that because he was somebody, she wasn't nobody. She posed in black magazines. I'm sure he got her into. And he was always repping that pimp mentality. So she's only using him, and he's the type of guy you can tell he loved white women and everything else like that because he got some of that up in him, the white man in him. So heavily. So he feeling like he pushing that whole fake pimp image and whatnot, which he's never no pimp. And he just and that love of white women and women other than black women. So now he got his feelings hurt because. Now the white woman turned around and obviously looked at him and probably felt like he wasn't black enough because he went and got a dark-skinned dude kissing all up on her in the club. So he was probably too light for her.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. I always see, like, I could just see the light. I could see the light in a black man's face when they start talking about white women, like, oh, snow bunnies. That's it. That's the thing. Oh, man, it's going to be white. I don't want to say the B word, and they're going to be there, man. And, it's just like they get all happy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what you saying?
Oh, no, I was just saying, like, that just through my experiences, it's always, like, an excitement, like, oh, you hitting the next level, like, yeah, And my first girlfriend, she was dark. She was dark skinned. I was attracted to her like early, like as soon as I seen her. So I always like darker women, brown skin, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I never really was that much in the white women, but yeah, man.
Well, that seemed to be the black man's kryptonite. And let me just reach out to this person in the chat room, loving light. I'm not hating on Sanaa Lathan, and it's sad if you're a black woman. I guess I don't know if you're a black woman or a black man. I don't know, but it's sad that you sit up here and you talking about, don't be hating on Sanaa. Y'all know black men designed him, and and the character in the movie was nice to her and whatever. Like I said, that's all it takes for the white man to just be nice to you, and y'all ready to drop your drawers and give you a compliment like you black women. Y'all ready to do that. Same thing with the black men. The white women tell you guys y'all handsome and massa and mistress and missy. That goes right back to that low self-esteem in y'all. All the white man got to do is tell you nice looking or you pretty or you light up a 1,000-watt light bulb smile come over your damn face. And they know that. They know that y'all got that low self-esteem with y'all. They know that. They know all they got to do is tell you handsome and you pretty and whatnot. That y'all light up like, let a black man tell you, oh, thanks. But a white man tell you black women y'all look good. Like I said, you see, oh, you really think I look good? Or let the white woman tell you black men you handsome. Oh, well, yo, white girl think I look good. They know because you still got that mentality where what they say and how they think of you matters more than what your own people think of you. That's the truth. And as far as us addressing things like education and whatnot, you're in here and you're in this chat room and you're listening to this broadcast. So why you're putting energy into this too? You know, you're putting energy into it too.
What a waste of time. Like this is one show. Like it's other shows. You know, the intellectual deals with it all. This is one show. Like we gotta hit every angle here. You know
what? No white men will take you out, give good advice and referrals, deals, and do spontaneous nice things without expecting anything back. Really? Well, you know, I wonder if you dated every white man. See, because it's funny how black women do that. One white man and maybe two white men take them out in their life or whatever, and you know you're not counting into the same white men who did ghetto gaggers or the same white men that'll rape you until you bleed. You know what I'm saying? Or those type of white men out here in the world. But you would group all white men in with that. One or two black men treat you wrong, all black men are bad. You see how the black woman, she generalized the black man based on the black men she dated. She'll generalize. It's okay to generalize all the black men. One or two white men in her life take out and be nice to her. All white men are good. See how they do?
And you know that's usually because the black men that they deal with are, you know, pretty much they already set up to be that way to turn out into somebody that.
Well, I'm not. I'm not assuming anything because you just wrote that in your thing. I'm watching what you wrote. You say white men will take you out, so you generalizing all white men as good men. You understand? But so that means that you're generalizing all white men is good, and they'll take you out and do this. You didn't say some white men. You said white men, meaning you generalize all white men as being good, which means you generalize all black men as being bad. But see, the black woman don't see a problem with that. You know, she don't see a problem with that. And down, it's silly.
Yeah, man.
Then say that. Then say the ones you knew. Okay, then say the ones you know. You don't know every white man, just like you don't know every black man. But see, that's what you black women do. You generalize. When the white man do something, you make him the good guy all around, and you talking about some character in some movie that was nice to it, but that's how you black women are. You got low self-esteem. A lot of you black women got low self-esteem issues, and you black men. That's why you, like I said, you run to the damn white man, you run to the white woman or any other race of people and put them over your own people. And that's the truth.
And a lot of these black men, they like these big white girls, too. I noticed that. Like, it's a dude that live across the hall. See, maybe I'm saying too much, but, you know, it's just, like, they'll be with a big white girl just because she's white. I noticed that, too.
Oh, of course. You know, of course. Of course. Like I said, low self-esteem. That's all. And these black women, like I said, these ones that sit up here talking about, you're not generalized. You just generalized. You said white men will take you out. That's a generalization. You didn't say some white men. You said white men. I'm looking at your comment. Will take you out and will do this and will give you referrals for jobs. That speaks volumes of a black woman. Sound like a black woman with very low self-esteem. That's how you come off. How about 2 university degrees, homeowner? So what? Okay, so what? There you go. You just proved that you just proved that love and the light. You just proved that you had low self-esteem because you had to go and throw in your degrees from the white man's university. You a homeowner. You got a nice job. You attractive. You had to throw that in because obviously that's the low self-esteem kicking in. Nobody asked you what you got. You don't say. I heard women in the projects talk the same way you talk. So you black women, y'all famous for talking about what you got in the society to hide the fact of your insecurities. Y'all famous for doing that. You understand? Y'all famous for that. Yeah. Nobody asked you what you got. That don't really mean nothing. You went to some school and you got a job. You work for the white man. You know, you don't own anything. You work for him. And like I said, you give the black people, I'm pretty sure you employed by a white man. You know what I'm saying? And then you happy. You happy.
Yeah.
You got a job. Whoopee. But like I said, you can't tell a black woman that.
What's gonna happen when they take all your toys away, though? That's
you don't show who you are. You couldn't come up here. You get in the chat room and you try to come off as this accomplished woman, black woman. You try to get in. Yeah, what's gonna happen when they take the jobs away from you and they put you black women in your place? Because that's coming. Like I said, you living the life of luxury. You got a little job for these people in society. Like I said. You come in the chat room, you do that, and I'm not, personally attacking you, but the mentality of black women like you is the problem why our people can't get along because it was always women like you who were on the plantation who was the first ones when the master gave you a shiny quarter or for some sex or whatever, you gladly raised up your dress and you gave it to him. That's the mentality you black women still got today, a lot of you black women and you black men. The white woman smile at you halfway, you ready to give up everything. No different. I don't care if you got a so-called education or not. You a homeowner, so what? So
and a lot of them
and you don't own anything. You paying a mortgage. You paying some kind. Or if not a mortgage, you paying property tax. So you don't own anything. Anything you got to keep paying for, you don't own it. FYI. If you paying property tax, you don't own anything. That's like me buying a pair of sneakers and I keep making payments on the sneakers every month. I don't own the sneakers because if you don't pay your property tax, they take the house away from you. So,
right,
Yeah. But
and,
anyway, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just listening to you. I was just gonna say that they got a lot of black women now thinking that they're women first before they're black. So, you gotta remember that's what's running through their head too. That I'm a woman, and then I'm black next.
Oh yeah, of course. That's the black woman mentality here. She talking about I'm demeaning her and I'm tearing her down. No, I'm telling the truth. You just got a problem with the truth. That's all. You got a problem with the truth. You are a stereotypical black woman nowadays. Like I said. You are modern day black women. You ones who want to run with the white man and talk all this stuff. We all the same and whatnot. But then you want to come in here in my chat room and tell me, because you seen something new and you got a new attitude. You went to a few schools and been around some white people and you got a job and you got a house and whatnot. You happy? You are definitely the output of that whole civil rights movement. You one of them civil rights children. You are definitely the output. You happy for the crumbs off the table from the master. You ain't no different. And it's sad to see that you black women, a lot of you black women who are like this, it's sad to see there's so many of you out there like that.
And see, and she says, that's why black women are turning their backs. I mean, like, see, that doesn't even make sense because, we're being logical here about why black men date women of other races.
Okay.
We're not saying we don't like black women or black women are a problem or nothing like that, No,
I don't like the black woman, nor do I like the white woman. I like the bright woman. The bright woman is one who is advanced beyond the black woman. They not sitting in chat rooms talking about what they got when you don't have anything. You paying property tax, black woman. You pay property tax. You don't own anything. The bank owns your house. The United States owns the property your house is on, black woman. Y'all got this illusion of grandeur. The black woman got this illusion of grandeur. Just like the black man, they think if they marry in, they mix their bloodline, they go out, they think they in something. Y'all a joke, man. Y'all a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like if you just want to be the standard everyday black man, then it's a problem. But you know, when you want to step outside that box and be that bright man, looking for that bright woman, then you're still a problem. So either way, you can't win with your women of the black race.
Well, forget the black race, women and the black men and the black women. Forget the black race. You know what I mean? Because the black race, they sitting around here, like I said, they think they got something in this society because they got a house. That's the ignorance of the black woman. I got a house. You got a chat room. You say they're always the black woman, the black nonsense. Then you wonder why the damn black man running away from you. Then you wonder why. I feel sorry. I understand the black man. I don't agree, but I understand because your mentality is why the damn black man run away from you. Too ignorant to see that your mentality of this entitlement that you think you have in this society, that you think you have, that this illusion you're under, where you done went out with a couple of white guys and just because they didn't screw your brains out or because they was nice to you, you feel like you got something. But like I said, that goes back to your low self-esteem. That goes right back to it. Yeah, good. Please keep run fast. Go. Don't look back. Don't look at me. I'm not looking at black women like you. Go run. We done with y'all. Run black women and keep running.
That's another thing too, like you were saying, you don't want to be in a relationship where you're constantly in conflict. And the black woman is like the most opinionated person on the planet. Like,
of course,
something to say about everything. That's why on these shows, like, they always portray the gossiping, the gossiping black woman, and it was a cartoon where they had somebody. They had a girl sitting up there. They went to a beauty salon, and she was like, "Oh, I told you so. Didn't I tell you? You should have listened to me." And all,
Well, let me tell you something. Contrary to your belief, and this goes out for everybody. Like I said, this plays back to what you're saying too, Shabazz. That is, there are no wise black women. The so-called wise women who think they of the black race are actually bright women. Because you black women, like I said, you know the mentality and you know the difference. Once you hear a black woman open her mouth and you hear a bright woman open their mouth, you know the difference. Same way you hear a black man, because there's no hate in me. There's no animosity in me at all. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate black people, white people, anybody. I'm just speaking the truth. And the fact that these people keep responding to it shows me that this person keeps responding shows me that the truth hurts, obviously, because if I wasn't telling the truth, why are you still listening? If I wasn't telling the truth.
Because they like the abuse.
Yeah, they want the truth, but like I said, certain people respond to the truth in different ways. They want to fight the truth, you understand? But they want to argue and fight the truth. Certain people embrace it, certain people fight the truth. So,
yeah.
But let me take this other call, brothers. Just hit me back if you want to talk. I'm going to get this other caller. Because we letting it hang free. I'm going to take 408. All right?
All right, just keep me on the line. I'm listening on the line.
Okay. I got you. 408, you're on the air.
All right, so did you kick her out?
I don't know. No, I didn't kick nobody. I'm not going to kick her out.
How in the hell? Is that brother Chris on the phone too?
Yeah.
How in the hell? Where did she come? I don't get it, man. I don't get it, man. That is the exact type of person that you're talking about right there. She's a black woman too.
Oh yeah, you know the black woman. I was going to say something else, but I'll leave it there.
Did you hear that? I got a job. I got a house. Come on now.
Oh yeah, that's the ignorant black woman. Now. You already know that's the ignorant black woman. She's no different than the black man with spinning rims and gold fronts in his mouth. Let me tell you something, honey. Your type of black woman is on her way out. And just like you black men who sitting around here in this society talking about what you got, you're going to find out very soon. You about to get a reality check and find out you ain't got a damn thing in this society. You got nothing. Your 2 degrees, your 3 degrees, your 5 degrees, your PhD, your doctorate, your homeowner's insurance, your 401k, all that's about to be out the window. All that's about to be out the window. I know people that have more than you, sweetheart, and they ain't got nothing now. Because they stood on that whole they stood on that whole proud black woman, educated, and a dangerous black woman who's educated, blah 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 blah. Like I said, different than the Negro with the gold fronts and the spinning rims. Y'all all shiny. Y'all some shiny Negroes. Y'all a bunch of shiny Negroes.
The enslaved
That's what your
that have no
education
idea
amounts to here. You're just a shiny Negro.
I can't believe it. I can't believe she said, "Well, she upped the white dudes."
Oh, of course, that's the black woman. Because they the same one. Hold on, you know what? They the same ones. They don't ever want you saying anything about race in this society. She's an Oprah Winfreyite. She's the same one. They don't like you saying nothing about race in this society, even though it's blatantly in your damn face. They don't want you to say nothing about it because they don't want you to spoil their ride. They don't want you ruffling the feathers of the white man and making it seem like, oh, it's all of us who feel that way. Some of us, we like you, master. We don't all feel that way. Yeah, and I said it, you black women, you know different than the niggas that got gold teeth in their mouth. You know different. Shiny. Shiny Negroes who always talking about your accomplishments and what you got when you don't have anything.
Ain't got shit.
Nothing.
And the white boy, he was still trying to get between your legs, woman. You don't understand that?
No, he ain't got to try. The black woman to give it up, especially black women like this, they'll give it up.
She
said the black man, like I said, like I said, she'll run the black man into the arms of the white woman. It's women like that.
That's real talk. I couldn't believe you said that. She upped the white.
Yeah, of course. Well, that's we always get one in the chat room. We always get somebody, like I said, who gonna defend that. They gonna and it's good because I said sometimes I let it fly, and I'm just letting it fly tonight. Usually I'm contained and I'm nice and I'm talking, but when it's real, it's real. Us sometimes we just let it fly out here. And like I said, you black women, y'all the problem. You're the problem. You black men are the damn problem. Y'all the problem. You black men who still out here, like I said, different. And she still don't understand. I said nobody. I didn't say anybody in your family, black woman. Obviously, you got a hearing problem. I said you're no different than these black clowns out here who got gold fronts in their mouth and spinning rims and talking about the money they get off rap music or selling dope. Or you black women who sit around talking about how many degrees and education you got and how many houses you own, and it don't mean a damn thing.
Still a slave.
It don't mean nothing.
Still a slave, trying to be
white. Still a slave. You still working for somebody. You still paying them taxes on your house every month, and that if you don't pay, they're going to come and take the damn house. And if if the martial law come, they tell you to get your black ass out of that house, black woman, you're going to move your black ass out of that house. And they'll give you 10 cents for the house. Because you don't own anything.
They happy to be paying bills till they die.
Yeah, they happy. All they doing is paying bills and giving their money to the white man and waiting to die. But you can't tell them nothing. And if I feel like I'm on a tangent and a rant right now, it's not, because I'm not angry at you. I think you're funny. And I hope all black women like you are listening, and you black men. Because like I said, y'all got a Sambo Coon mentality. You the modern day black face and red lips of today. You educated Negroes.
Get them.
And you handkerchief head Negroes, and you hood Negroes. Y'all the new handkerchief heads of today.
Get them.
You educated Negroes. You ones who got 2 and 3 degrees who think the white man who happy for the crumbs off the white man table. You Jay-Z-ites. You niggas who happy because you got 1% of the damn nets, and you call the minority owner, but you happy.
Get him.
That's the same joy the black man got when he laying in bed with a fat white woman. Don't matter if she look like orca, like a damn whale. He just happy. He happy. Shiny Negro.
1%, huh?
1%, yeah, the 1% owner of the Nets, and he
the minority owner though.
Minority, and the nigga went in, and he went in, and they showed a documentary, and he went in to the Nets stadium like he really owned the Nets, like he really had this illusion. I'm like, wow.
I didn't know he was gone like that.
And you had these Negroes on the damn. Yeah, of course. Well, that nigga ain't talking about them. And you had these guys in the documentary talking about, it's good that he received an opportunity like this. He wanted them people that really think white people giving them an opportunity. Obviously, like this black woman in the damn chat room thinks somebody gave her an opportunity or that she really worked and got something in this society. Yeah, okay.
Is she still there?
Yeah, I think so. She ain't going nowhere until she kick her own self out. She get some real confidence and self-love. Then you won't feel the need to assault or tear down others' accomplishments. You ain't accomplished stuff, and that's the problem, black woman. What did you get a degree in, black woman? What did you get? Psychology? Black studies? What did you get a degree in? Obviously, it's not much of nothing because you got a job.
Philosophy?
What did you get a degree in, black woman? You know what I'm saying? I'm accomplishing things every day. But I don't have to throw my accomplishments on the table to show you anything. I know what I'm accomplishing. You had to get in here and go down the list of what you've accomplished. So obviously you feel some sort of way about what I'm saying because obviously, like they said, a hit dog holler. Obviously you felt hurt by some of the things I said because I said something against your master. So just go and get in bed with the white man. Go ahead, be the mistress like you was back in 1700s, 1800s. Go get back in the bed with the white man. I'm sorry to disturb you.
Get her.
So. You love everybody. Y'all got this self-hate thing going with y'all anyway. A lot of you black people, y'all got this self-hate thing going with y'all. Y'all happy for the crumbs. Let me stay on the line. I'm gonna take this other person's call.
Sure.
All right. 757, you on the air?
Yo, Amy, I almost didn't want to interrupt you, man, because you were going in so hard. You know what I'm saying? But I just had two other perspectives that I want to run because I know you got to do the list in a couple of minutes. And it's a beautiful, beautiful topic. The person I live with, we talk about this every day. My point, I'm going to only give another perspective. I don't think black men, and I want to start with them because, like you said, we don't want to bash sisters, black men and black women. And this is my alternative perspective. When you look in another brother's face or another sister's face, you don't like the way their parents look. Because where do you get your genes from? You know what I'm saying? You get your genes from the lineage that you come through. So when we talk about people, we want to go all out of other people's races. You're not attracted to your own bloodlines. It's your own bloodlines. It's people hate. That's why when you mentioned earlier about the big butt, you know what I'm saying? Why? Because once somebody want to draw you to their ass instead of to the bloodline that's coming, that's looking right at them. You know what I'm saying? Black men, same way. You want to look at the features of everybody else. Hate the features of your own women. Of what got you here? What brought you here? How you get here? You look like who brought you here. So one thing I noticed in my growing up, they might not like the way my mother or my father look, because that's what you're looking at. You know, so you're not looking at my soul. You're looking at the product of my, you know what I'm saying, the ones that I came forth from. So that's one perspective that I've seen, is that everybody wants to look like all of these alkaline, featured, you know what I'm saying, straight hair, featured, you know what I'm saying. They're not attracted. They don't see the glory and the divinity when we talk about nice the hair or their hair sticking straight up. They don't see no attraction in that. You know what I'm saying? They see attraction in all of the weakness in other people. They don't see the strength that's in their own. So that's what you start gravitating to. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't like the way, you know what I'm saying, the features of your own race. Now, the second part outside of that is two words. It's taking and giving. Between both our race is the fact that when people get in relationships, they stop. They don't want to give. See, people are afraid of being taken advantage of. So then, if they start giving, you know, they stop learning how to give. And see, the majority of black men, and like you said, gold teeth, niggas jumping up in hoops and rapping, they just take. And the sisters start doing the same thing. Oh, it broke my heart. So then she started taking. Now, when you start dealing with other races, they give you a little bit. You know what I mean? Then the white girl going to give you a little bit, nigga, because you don't want to, because that means that you ain't got to get her shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to get her shit, so you going to date the white girl. You ain't got to get an Asian girl or nothing, so you going to date her. You ain't got to get a French or whatever the fuck the race they is, because you can take from them. Because the whole thing is about people taking, because in a mutual relationship, you know what I'm saying, where people is growing, and one of the main aspects of life, you know what I'm saying, we know is the Creator gave us life, and one, we're growing. And one part of growing is that the fact that people, you got to keep giving. And so when you get, I don't want to give that person nothing no more. And you know what I'm saying? Each other you don't want to give no more. So then now you want to start dating somebody else because you know at the end of the day, you can just take, you know what I'm saying, from them, and you're lazy and you're selfish. So when you start talking with a girl, the chick up there that got all the degrees, you know what I'm saying, oh, yeah, you're selfish because you ain't talking about what you're preparing to give somebody with your degree. You know what I'm saying? You're not prepared to give anything. And I remember on one of the other shows you said about people being useful. Nah, you don't want to be useful. You want to come into anything that you can take from. You know what I mean? So, you know, you just constantly see people don't know purpose in life, and that's why the relationships are nowhere. And that's why they end up going to some other race, because they know in the back of the mind, if you see a brother with a white girl, you know he's taking from her, and you see a sister with anybody else, you know she's taking from him. Yeah, I ain't got to give you nothing. I ain't got to get a black man. See, one of the main things is that we require a lot. We hard on each other. We require to give. Then somebody, I don't want to give. Then the itis kick in. You know what I'm saying?
That's what this black woman said in the chat room. She said the white man will give you advice, he'll give you referrals, and he won't want it. She said, give. You hit? Like you said, somebody gave her something. The black man, he asked you for something, he wants something from you in return. Well, you ask the white man, you want some referrals, you want jobs, you want all this from him in return. You looking for money to clean up your credit, and he nice to you and whatnot. You know, when I hear a black woman say that, it don't sound like you like a dog starved for attention. He's nice to me. He treat me with respect. You sound like a hungry dog. You black women who sound like that, you sound like hungry dogs. And you black men who, I heard Richard Pryor saying, you know, the white woman, she never called me a nigga. That was the selling point why you happy when you got, because she didn't call you a nigga. It's just like, you know, anybody that don't abuse you or call you a nigga or treat you halfway decent, you just run and spread your legs and lay down, mix your seed with them. You'll do all that. As long as they treat you halfway decent, that's all you require. Let me take this other call, brother. I'm going to take this other call.
No doubt.
309, you on the air, 309.
Hi, Nuben. This is Janice. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good. I just kind of wanted to touch, just speak a little bit on the subject of black women, the sister that was talking about white men will at least take you out. We need to stop romanticizing and fantasizing with all these fairy tales and different things that we have in our head about how love is supposed to be. Because these white men don't want nothing but your ass, and that's just real talk.
Yeah, well, you know, you can't tell a black woman, the ignorant black woman, that the smart, intelligent black woman, who I refer to as the bright women, they know this, but the ignorant black woman who don't watch too many damn fairy tale and princess stories, or she don't watch too many stories where the white man is being gallant to the white woman, she puts herself in that place and believes that's her. Just because he didn't ask you for nothing, he knows the quickest way to you is to treat you nice and act like he actually puts you on a pedestal in order to use you as a sexual toilet.
Give you some
down the line.
Absolutely.
You know.
So I mean,
and
then the sister talking about, well, I got a master's, I got a house, I got this, I got that. Okay, but what are you? Who are you outside of that? I'm so sick of that's all they can talk about is my master's degree, or I have this, or I have that. Who are you outside of that? They can't tell you.
Nothing. And nobody. Because that's why they had to talk about it, because outside that, they're nobody. You're just like a whole bunch of other Negroes that done got those degrees and, and feel as though, they got something in this society when they actually don't.
And they're better. They think they're better.
Yeah, or that they better. And like I said, when the white man say, all you niggas get on the car and put your hands up, he means you educated niggas and you Negroes in the hood. He means everybody. You light-skinned niggas, you dark-skinned niggas, you educated ones, you house-owning niggas, all of y'all. That black woman who got that white man who married to the damn white man. I don't know if you've seen that YouTube video where she's married to the white guy, talking about, and she got kids with the white man. That another white man called her a nigga and spit in her face. Now, is that part of those generalized white men you was talking about, that sister in the chat room, or I ain't going to say the sister, but the black woman in the chat room talking about, white men are this and white men. Is he part of those white men that take you out and give you job referrals? Is he part of that?
Yeah, and not only that, eyeballing your sons. and the first opportunity he gets, he's going to try to sleep with your son. I mean, we need to just really get our minds right. Look at
what she just said. She said, well, when you offer to give me $5,000 financial educational program, say give me something. See, there's a black woman. You a typical black woman living life. When you offer to give me something, how about you take your ass out there and get it yourself?
Get it yourself.
Why don't you stop looking for a handout? We don't do handouts here. Oh, when you give me a $5,000 financial educational program, like the other man did, then we'll talk about sexual toilets. Yeah, exactly. So in other words, you make yourself an open toilet for somebody who gave you a lousy $5,000. Yeah, black woman, you come cheap.
Crumbs.
Yeah, crumbs. You put the $5,000 up there. You talking about somebody giving you $5,000. Yeah, that's crumbs. Another Jay-Z item. Crumbs off the table. $5,000.
You don't belong here.
We'll never get it.
No, she don't. She, like I said, she's of the black race. She's old. She's past in prologue. You of the old black race. You want crumbs off the table. I'm going to answer these questions. I thank y'all all for calling because we're in the last few minutes. We 8 minutes in.
Okay.
All right? Thank you, everybody, for calling.
Peace, Nubin.
Peace to everybody. All right. Why do black men really desire women of other races? Partly because, like I said, black men have low self-esteem, and also because they're looking for what they deem to be happiness in other races that they felt they couldn't find in the black woman. A lot of you have that racial thing going through, the race of other people going through you, and a lot of you have been diluted. So you're looking for that which is inside you to come out with, and you're seeking that outward attraction. Weak-minded. It's on both sides, as you can see. Is there a hatred for black women in them? Yeah. A lot of black men have hatred for black women inside them because of their mothers. A lot of them have overbearing mothers and whatnot, so they're looking for women who are softer side of what they consider to be the softer side of their overbearing or strong mothers. And let me stop with this the idea of the Asian woman, the white women not being hungry for money. So, yeah, they chase money as well. So where did this desire come from? Like I said, came from the parents, comes from going back to the plantation about how black men were treated by black women, because that started the division right there in the black men and the black women. And you see it today. Where here this black woman, she comes in the thing, because she disagrees. She wants to sit up here and uphold the white man in our chat room. She comes in here and tries to uphold and upraise the white man. And just because we don't have that Sambo, Uncle Tom mentality like her, we wrong. Or we hatred and this, that, and the third. The black woman should be on it more like this than anybody after what y'all all went through in this society. But that proves, like I said, the black woman will prostitute herself for a lousy $5,000. All somebody got to do is throw some crumbs off the table like roaches, and you'll scatter around it. Anyway, where did this desire come from? Like I said, it was bred in the slave cabins and the quarters and in these relationships to the thrown-off center. Why do black women of other races desire? Why do women of other races desire black men? Well, like I said, that like Spike Lee said, the jungle fever thing, the whole taboo and the breaking of the taboos of what they've been denied and what their fathers taught them about black men. The negativity of black men. It's a taboo, and women of other races love. Like I said, how I want to say. It's the curiosity. The curiosity. They never had black men before. Like when the black men went over to Germany in World War II and stuff, they was rubbing their hand through the damn black men's hair, touching their woolly hair and stuff like that, and talking about, oh, I never felt hair like this, and they was grabbing the black man's penis and whatnot, and talking about how big his penis was, rubbing their hands through his hair. So all of that's a fascination. Curiosity, something that they ain't used to having. So, and the black man, it works the same way. It's not nothing deep, But you always got to get somebody, like I said, who try to make it more than what it is, How does this affect the offspring of this future union? Well, I'm going to tell you something. When you have a black man who's coming from that solar force and you have a white woman or a woman of other races coming from that spiritual force, what it does is it creates a bunch of lukewarm children. And if you look at these mulatto children that come out of these relationships and these unions, these children are confused and they lukewarm. They don't know if they hot or they cold. You understand? They're very lukewarm. They're very lackadaisical in their mindset. They don't really stand for nothing. So they come out with this we are the world mentality. They don't really belong anywhere. You know. They create a lukewarm race of children. You know. That's real. So that's it. I'm gonna give. She says, "Wow, I like this lady living the light. I like you living the light. You know, you stand up. I don't know. You stand for something. I mean, even though it's ignorant, but you stand for something. You sure shine a bright light on who I am, and I know nothing. You know, yeah. Well, you stand up. I give it to you, living the light. You stand up for, even though you stand for stupidity, you stand for it. You stand up for something. So I'll give that to you. All right, this has been State of Mentel Radio. I am the intellectual ᴅᴏᴍᴇIr. Join us Friday night at 9 for the next topic. Of course, I'm going to make it hot. So, good night. What do I want to play in my closeout? Let me see. The last 3 minutes. Right. Let me see. Star. I want to play Star. Star Unbreakable.
Oh, no, unbreakable. Can't stop the flow. Won't take my soul. Oh, no. Unbreakable. Can't stop the
It's the Republic of Mentellect, rising out the black race to the white race, out the black race to the white race. It's the Republic of Mentellect, black race to the white race. If it's hell, I'm in, then it's hell us. They tried everything just to spell us. Fed us religion, gave us fake gods. Through all of that, we beat the odds. Now we coming together under one flag. Colors red, gold.